Yo. Hope you're doing alright. I know I am. I've been really getting in the mood for some 1080. Been playing it up in my head all day, so I picked this game over, but yeah, at least I don't know, probably over 200 other games for the system. So, and look at this intro. I didn't really like pay much attention to it. This intro is pretty bomb. And I thought for a split second, did I see some like some rippling going on with his jacket or something, or was that just, I don't know. I don't think it was that advanced. I didn't. Maybe, I don't know. No, it's probably just nah, I don't think it is. Alright, anyway, the last time I was hitting this up, we finished off with Rob Hayward. Am I doing match race, right? Or, yeah, we did, let's see here. We finished with Rob Hayward. So who's this lady? Akira. Alright. And, let's see what we got. I do like the way that one is. 156. Although, I think I'll probably pick that.
Akari Hayami versus Rickey Winterborn.
Alright, here we go.
Go!
There is some surprising speed to this game. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of speed. I love it. Yeah, I don't know how to handle. Well, I don't know how to handle that. Some of those falls are pretty heavy. I'm not sure what I gotta do to really to brace for the impact of those, because they're pretty steep, and I feel like you can't really soften the impact any. There we go. Moving along pretty good. I'm gonna avoid these jumps because they don't help me at all. Anyway, not today. Alright. There you go. Man, we killed him. So for this is normal difficulty. I don't know the name of the last character. I didn't look. I do remember Akira, but yeah, this will be a pretty short episode, I think. I mean, unless I screw up royally. Although she is fast. To me anyway, it seems like she's a really fast character. That could just be because I haven't been really paying attention. Okay. Talk about paying attention. For the sake of comparison, I'll have to look at in some room. I'll have to look at the records. I get the chance for some of the other characters, or look at some of the stats at the very least, because it seems as though she's a lot quicker. Maybe it's because she's, oh shit. That was bad. That was fucking slick. Not nearly as bad. I do remember that from the last part of this series. That is always kind of a pain in the ass to get through that. Was it Rob Hayward we're against? I can't even. I wasn't paying attention when the announcer got up there.
You did it!
Sweet. I feel like this is when we were playing this. Was the first character or the first playable characters? Kimachi, right? Seems like I'm blasting through it the same way that
Akari Hayami
I did then.
Ready? Go!
Speak of the devil. Going this way. Oh my. Yeah, that's right. This level has a little bit of slowdown. Oh no. You better get out of the way, man. Screw it. This way it is. This is not a good option. Ooh. A little bit more speed here. Yeah, I don't know how to get after that fall, man. That's a tough one. Inside corner here. There we go. Yeah, we are. Just a little bit of speed there. Ooh, man, that really gets going. Oh, come on, don't fail me now. I was a little worried there for a bit. Really thought I was going to be getting destroyed. Not bad. Oh, best time, minute 32. Okay, so yeah, she must not be as fast. Although I did kind of muck that run up.
Akari Hayami versus Dion Blaster.
Excuse me.
Go!
Dion ain't got shit. Although, I don't know. Dude, this is. I can't see the goddamn thing. This is what, Jeez. This would scare me the most, I feel like, with snowboarding in general. With this, if I can't see what's going on more than a couple hundred feet ahead of me, I'd be a little worried. Because with my luck, I'd get destroyed and fall down a cliff, not know what the hell is going on. Oh shit! That's what happens when you're indecisive. Okay, can't fuck this up. A little chirping does get old. think there's one more big fall that I'm like kind of worried about with this. Oh no! That doesn't kick me out of the. I still have the. Okay, good. I didn't know what was gonna happen there. So I really tone this down. Cannot be making simple mistakes early in this. The end of that race, the end of this race is, this course is a little difficult because, yeah, I don't know how to really manage the falls. I don't know if there's a way where I could. I can go this way, and there's not like a heavy fall. This way we'll do it. Nah, didn't look like it because. Maybe I have to get a little bit on the back of the board. I don't know if that would help. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. There we are. That's the ticket. Beautiful. Feeling good about that. I don't know how much the technology with skateboards, skis, snowboards, surfboards, all sorts of sports have been elevated to whole new levels because of the technology going into making these things. I feel like some of the materials that are on snowboards, they gotta be pretty crazy. I mean, you can really get flying on one of those things, and snow just flies across it. Water, I don't know. It's not what is that name? It's not hyperbolic. It repels water really well. Let's see what we got here. I can't remember if I did. I think I just did, John. Did not do my initials. Yep. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So did have a best time on that. Perfect. Oh. Oh, let's look at options really quick. Oh, records. Oh, okay. Come on now. Alright, yeah, so normal, hard, and man, expert, 6 courses. At that point, you're looking at a pretty sizable challenge. You're really not trying to screw up at all. What does it say on there? Something square? Oh, green circle, blue square. I wonder what black diamond. I don't know. I don't know anything about difficulties. All right, so we got it with 1, 2, 3. First 4 characters, and here's the last one for the normal difficulty on the match race. Let's see, he's got pretty slow speed, so this is. Sorry, so he's got some slow speed. I'd like to get something that's got. See, at that point when it's this fast, I mean, the stats on all of those are pretty high. Except this, like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm just naive, I think, to these stats. Like, I don't know, maybe, I mean, you wouldn't need a lot of acceleration for, like, a half pipe, I guess. You know, you would want more edge control. I don't know. I have no idea. What was this one that I really... Yeah, this guy. That one seems pretty good.
Rickey Winterborn versus Akari Hayami. Ready?
Oh, and we're against Akari. Okay. Come on now. This is, I wonder why it is that one level, it is just, it slows down like crazy. I mean, this level here, I'm gonna try. Oh, okay. Alright, so I did survive that. That was actually a lot more surprising than I thought it would be. So maybe I'll just lean back a little harder. Oh my word. No way. Not today. Oh my, no. Woo. This guy's got the aerodynamics all wrong. Should have that hat backwards. There's something wrong with that guy.
Rickey Winterborn versus Rob Haywood.
All right.
Ready? Go!
There are some mad squiggles, like the third. Oh. Okay. Maybe I was I'm leaning back a little too hard there? I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Wait. I'm like all over this joystick, man. Some of this is freaking me out. I do like that little part of the track, actually. It's pretty neat. Oh my. Okay, still putting some distance between us. So that's good. I'm not even gonna bother doing a trick. I don't know. I wouldn't know what to do. I don't want to screw it up at this point. There you go. Boom. Love it. Got a new record. Cool.
Rickey Winterborn versus Dion Blaster. Ready? Go!
Come on now. Yeah, this is that slowdown. Golden Forest. Oof. Taking lefty Lou. Come on, man. Whoa, that was a big fuck up. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of the way. Dude, we are like walking all over each other here. It's getting ridiculous. I'm going right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just gonna stay away from the jumps. This. Oh, gosh, man. Well, at least I have some. I have some extra boards to burn, so if it's. I don't know. Yeah. See, I think I just got screwed right there. Because isn't there a jump right at the end? Yep. Oh, man. That's crazy that that little bit is... That little fall is all it was. Alright. At least we got some insurance. We got 2 extra boards left. There's a little whistle. Alright. Kidding me. Oh, that's bullshit. I had that. I guess I'm gonna try following him here. There we go. It's alright. It's alright. Almost there. Come on. There we are. Fucking A. That's what's up. Man, and a new record. Well, how's that a new record? Maybe it's a new record with him? That doesn't make any sense to me. The time below it, the best time is like a 1/10 of a second better still.
Rickey Winterborn versus Kensuke Kimachi. Ready?
Oh boy.
Go!
I don't problem, I guess, with snow, and because this level just keeps reminding me of visibility and how poor. Whoa, fuck! You can't recover from that. Poor weather conditions can really screw you, man. Like I've mentioned before, I don't really snowboard. I don't do any kind of sports like that, so this kind of stuff, I mean, just getting hurt in general is not good doing anything, any kind of activity, but I've never been, there's a lot of other things you got to consider if you're snowboarding, especially if you're snowboarding out in some pretty gnarly woods. I don't think I'm going to be able to survive this. Oh, okay, that worked. Like imagine if you broke your leg and you're in the middle of the forest in terrible weather conditions, and you're just stranded out there by yourself. No one else is out there with you. All that. I mean, that can be kind of terrifying, honestly. I've never had anything. Well, I take that back. I have had an experience like that, sort of, and it was when. Oh, is that it? Yes. There's one experience I had. Yeah, stranded up on a mountain. Not stranded in a mountain. Actually, we went up there. We knew what we were doing, and I was with a couple of guys, and I knew them all. A couple of them better than others, but we were gonna go camping. This is in Arizona. You figure it's hot as hell most of the time, but people forget that if you go up in the mountains, it does snow. And I didn't know we were going camping. No one told me we were going to go camping. I do not live in Arizona. I live in Illinois, and I'm pretty accustomed to the snow and the inclement weather, hot and cold, but I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to prepare with some warmer clothes. So, anyway, the gist of it was, we got up there, looked at the forecast. We were supposed to get like rain, but we looked at the forecast for the town that wasn't anywhere near the mountain. Anyway, the short of it was we had a great night until nightfall. We were even up for a little bit into the night, and then it started to rain, so we got into the tents, kept drinking, hanging out, and then it started to hail and snow, and the temperature dropped incredibly far, and we got to the point where some of us were seriously considering like what we should do. We were entering like full-blown survival mode. Like, you make a series of wrong decisions out there and you end up freezing to death, like it's totally possible but if you keep your wits about you, you're just smarter, a little bit smarter than the average bear. Shit, if you're a little bit smarter than the dumbest bear, you'll be fine. But we ended up sleeping in the cars instead of the tents and just watching YouTube videos and just listening to music and bullshitting until we were just so tired we couldn't even form coherent sentences. And yeah, man, that was the only time I was ever really worried about my health and safety, stranded up on it. And dude, there's some big predatory animals up in mountains and stuff, even in Arizona. It's worried about like a fucking big cat coming lurking around the corner or something, or wolves, or I don't know. I don't know if bears are down there. I don't know anything about the wildlife down there. I know there are big cats, but Alright, so here we are. We did the normal difficulty with all of the riders. So the next test is going to be hard. And it is going to be hard. It looked like, on average, I was losing about 1 board, maybe 2 boards per run, and that was with 4 courses. So I'm going to have to really hang on to those. The 6 courses on expert mode is going to be tricky. Now, one thing I didn't really consider with this is if the difficulty is gauged by the amount of courses that we have to ride, or if it has to do with the difficulty of your opponent. If they can ride better, if they can pose more of a challenge with their skill level, or both. I have no idea. I didn't look. So but that'll be the next task with 1080 snowboarding. So kind of a shorter video, so apologize for that if you're looking for a full hour, but I'm gonna hit this up again, part 3, and start tackling the hard difficulty. So in any case, thanks for sticking around and watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.